I'm working with candidates every day, I always get asked that question. I have the experience and I'm applying online, but I'm not hearing back. I really bring it back to basics for that. I start with the resume. Is your resume reflective of the experience that you have, particularly to this job? So for example, when I'm working with project managers who have done both infrastructure and software projects, they might truly be a fit for both infrastructure and software PM roles. Their resume reflects both pretty equally, and they're applying to a very heavy infrastructure PM role or a very heavy software PM role. They may not get a callback for that. So I learned very quickly when I became a recruiter that it is very easy to have a lot of information on your resume when you are in the world of IT, but that information may not necessarily be relevant to the job that you are trying to get. So when it comes to a project manager who is applying to an infrastructure role, you really want to make sure to spend maybe 10-15 minutes on your resume before you apply online and really highlight and beef up your infrastructure experience. And the same goes with software, for software projects as well. It is a very good idea to have more than one version of your resume so that you don't have to go back in and kind of rework and redo everything when you want to apply to a new position, but you just really want to be able to highlight your experience specific to the actual job that you're applying for. So many times I get candidates on the phone and we're going through their experience and we're going through the job, and they have the experience, they're speaking of the experience, they're speaking, very well to the experience that they have for infrastructure roles, for project manager roles on the software side, but it's just not expressed in their resume. I'll have to have you go back and add more information specifically to what the hiring manager is looking for per job. I always tell candidates that you really want to make sure to review the job description and compare the job description to your resume before you actually submit your resume. So many times when you are thinking about your career, you know that you have that experience. But when a hiring manager or an HR person is quickly reviewing your resume, they are going to look for the specific experience and details and responsibilities they put in the job description. So you really want to make sure, hey, I have these things. So you want to put it at the top of your resume. You want to make sure that maybe you remove some information that's just not relevant to the job description. Remove the fluff is what I like to call it, and be really focused on the actual job that you are applying for, and make sure that your experience and your skills that are applicable are really presented well in your resume.